I'm like the worst person in the world, I'm evil, I don't deserve respect, I don't deserve kindness.
Have you ever seen somebody just so tone deaf, so clueless, so just like out of touch that you genuinely wonder like what led them to becoming the human that they are? No? Really? This must be your first day on the internet. I think talking about people doing stupid shit on TikTok might be my favorite thing to do on this channel. And I think that's because more often than not, it's just so black and white. Now look, don't get me wrong, I'm sure if you've been watching this channel for a while, then you know I occasionally like to dabble in like the real philosophical stuff, the stuff you really gotta think about, but occasionally you just want to sit back, you don't want to have to think too hard, and you want to watch a person make a fool of themselves on TikTok. And my God, have we watched a lot of different people do that in a lot of different ways. But today we've got something a bit special, something that is so uniquely stupid that I honestly don't think we've ever seen anybody do anything like this. The lady you're seeing in the background is a TikToker who goes by the name of Tara's World, and recently she has uploaded a series of TikToks that paints her in just one of the most stupidly bad lights I have ever seen somebody go out of their way to shine at themselves. She posted this video where she was asking her audience if any of them had this very specific top that for some reason she wanted to wear to a New Year's party, and one of her followers said she did, so they started talking, they arranged some sort of shipping agreement, and this follower of Tara's was supposed to send out the top. Unfortunately for Tara, the person who was going to be sending her the top is a nurse who works in the emergency room, and she had more important things to do, like, you know, saving people's lives, to get the top shipped out to Tara in time for her to get it for the new year. Now obviously, Tara being a person who we can only assume, because she has a pretty large following, is a somewhat likable person, made a very understanding TikTok where she calls out this fan for being a secret hater who was actually plotting out this like master scheme to ruin her new year by ruining her chances of being able to wear a shirt to a party. It's genuinely one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen come off of TikTok, and I feel like it's a real promising sign that 2026 is going to be a year of us reaching new heights of influencer tone deaf bullshit. Yippee. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Girls, I need your help. This is like a really specific request, but if anyone that lives in the LA area has this halter top from For Love and Lemons in a size small or extra small, can I please borrow it for New Year's Eve? I need it. This is do or die for me. I want to wear this shirt so bad, but it's sold out everywhere. I looked everywhere. I scoured the internet.
Okay, so obviously this is the TikTok that started this. Now don't get me wrong, I don't feel like there's anything like inherently bad about making a TikTok like this. If you really want to wear a specific certain shirt for some reason, I mean, I guess this is kind of a smart way to go about finding it, but you're gonna see very shortly that her saying that her being able to wear this top to a New Year's party being do or die for her is unfortunately not a joke. Now between the video you just saw and the one where she calls out this person for having a job in her real life, she makes this video in between, and we're not really gonna be watching it, but I do think it's important to mention it because not only does she start off the video by complaining that people were trying to sell her the shirt that she so badly wants, but the entire video is her just searching for a shirt and being like, oh my God, I can't find anything, I'm fucked. And I feel like stuff like this really helps you kind of wrap your head around why a person behaves like this. If a person's biggest concern for multiple days is what shirt they're gonna wear on New Year's Eve, then it begins to make just a little bit more sense why that person would have such a narcissistic, childlike reaction when a person's real life and real job gets in the way of them being able to help out.
One of my haters did something fucked up to me today. So you know the whole halter top drama that did not have to be a drama? I was literally just asking the girlies if anyone had a shirt I could borrow. I consider like my audience my friends. I wouldn't make TikToks if I didn't consider y'all friends.
Ooh, right off the bat, we're just lying. That's cool. You consider your audience your friends? How? You have 5.2 million followers, Tara. How could you possibly have 5.2 million friends? There's a difference between community and genuine friendship. You're just saying this so the crazy shit you're about to spew doesn't sound as bad.
But because I'm an influencer, people assume that I'm like the worst person in the world. I'm evil. I don't deserve respect. I don't deserve kindness, all the things. Which makes no sense to me. It's literally just like the job that I have, but like whatever.
My God, what a fucking victim complex. So, two things. One, I don't think people think about you nearly as much as you think they do, Tara. I highly doubt anybody's calling you the most evil person in the world. And two, which this admittedly kind of contradicts what I just said, but maybe people don't think you're a bad person because you're an influencer. Based off this video maybe people just think you're a bad person because you're a bad person.
I had this like halter top that I really wanted to wear for New Year's Eve, but it was sold out everywhere. So I was like, oh my God, I have 5 million girls that follow me on TikTok. Let me see if any of them have it that they could lend to me. So I made a video. I was like, does anyone have this like specific shirt that they could like let me borrow just for a night and then I'll send it back to you? And a couple people were like, oh, I have it. And I was like, oh, great. Like, can I please borrow it? I'll take such great care of it. I'll give it back to you right after New Year's Eve. And they were like, yeah, for $2,000. So I was like, all right, I'm not playing this game.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on record saying that I don't believe this to begin with. I don't believe that people are trying to extort you out of 2 bands so you could borrow a fucking shirt. But I looked at the name in that first video and I tried to find a price on this magnificent top, which might I add, it's the ugliest fucking shirt I've ever seen in my life. But the only place I could find it for sale was for sale for like $500. So, I mean, I don't know how much this was originally. I don't know if it was more than that, less than that. But are you seriously trying to complain about a person not sending you something that might be worth hundreds of dollars with no like collateral or guarantee they'll get it back or it's not going to be ruined? Was that just a little too immersion breaking for your view of the world, which is you're the queen of it?
They were trying to use me for money. I was like, okay, that's not worth it. I'm just gonna go to the mall and find a shirt there. So I planned on going to the mall today, but I got a DM late last night like, hey, I have that shirt, like you can borrow it. I was like, oh my God, really? Like, I will take such good care of it. I'll send it right back to you after New Year's Eve. Like, she lived in the Valley. She was gonna Uber package it to me. We were chatting for a while. She seemed so nice. So today I did not go to the mall because I was like, she's Uber packaging me the shirt. Didn't go to the mall today. I was completely relying on her. She ghosted me. She was playing the long game. She was like pretending like she like loved me so that I wouldn't go to the mall and like find a shirt. And then she like ghosted me. I'm honestly like right on. If I hated someone that much, I wouldn't be able to like pretend like I loved them for as long as she did. She fucked me over real bad.
Can you imagine? Like, truthfully, can you even begin to fathom what it would be like to walk around being this person? Like, seriously, what could it be like to be a person who thinks that people care about you this much and are thinking about you this often that your first thought is not, hey, maybe that person just got busy, they had something more important to attend to, but is instead, this person is a secret mastermind hater who's just been looking for an opportunity to strike, and they finally found it. They've derailed my New Year's Eve outfit. I'm fucked. My life is ruined. Does anybody have it any harder than me? Like, holy shit, how do you exist? Don't worry though, this somehow gets worse because it continues in the comments. When the person that she was talking to comments explaining her situation, this is the conversation. Hi everyone, it was me. I am so sorry. I am a nurse and there's so many sicknesses going around and it was so short-staffed and I had to stay overtime. I just got off and it's 3 a.m. I've apologized to Tara. There were many patients in the emergency room tonight. I'm not a hater. I still do love her content. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in my humble opinion, being an emergency room nurse who is tending to people having fucking medical emergencies has got to be like a top 5 excuse to not getting around to anything, much less making sure some fucking TikToker has a shirt to wear to a party. What was Tara's response? This is a grown woman, by the way. If you knew you were going to be working, you shouldn't have offered, or you could have told me that so we could have worked around it. Like, respectfully, give me a break. Tara, I think I'm beginning to understand the massive black hole that is your heart has got to be what is allowing the world to revolve around you so effectively. Because, oh my God, what are you saying? This person with an invaluable job, you know, one that actually contributes to society unlike ours, Tara, is apologizing profusely for having to work in a hospital until 3 a.m. because it affected what you wanted to wear to a New Year's party. And you're berating them for not prioritizing things in a way that benefits you? Are you fucking serious? I've seen a lot of bullshittery from TikTok influencers. This is way up there, Tara. If this is how you treat people that apparently you see as friends, I sure would hate to be in your circle. I would say you should be ashamed of yourself, but clearly that is not a skill you possess. What are you doing ending the video there, August from the past? August from the future here. This video was filmed on New Year's and it was originally supposed to go out like a day or two after New Year's, but I went to New York City and either from being on the plane or I remember my Uber hit a really fucking nasty pothole at one point, my laptop decided to just stop working and everything that I needed to edit this video was on this laptop. So that's why I disappeared for a week. My deepest apologies. But I figured since I still had this video like unfinished at this point, we would jump back in because since I filmed the original video video, she's uploaded more TikToks and has somehow managed to make this whole thing look even worse.
The internet is a crazy place, and I know I keep saying like, y'all, it's not that deep, and everyone's like, then why are you still making videos? I'm making this video because people are commenting on my stuff and DMing me saying, Tara's world values a halter top over a human life. If she had said to me, hey, I have the halter top that you want and I wish I could get it to you, but I actually have a shift tonight at the hospital, you know what I would say? I would say, oh my God, that's totally fine. Like, go slay at your job. Like, good luck tonight. Like, love you forever. Like, but that wasn't the case. And like, who cares?
Okay, so a few things here. Right off the bat, who cares? Obviously you. You were very, very upset and very, very emotional about the fact that you did not get this top. And then secondly, yeah, that is kind of what you're signaling your worldview to be. You got mad and pissed off that she didn't text you because she was prioritizing getting to work and focusing on her job over making sure you had something to wear to a party. How else is anybody meant to interpret that?
Am I explaining this? Oh my God. Okay. So we were talking for like 12 hours, right? We started talking the night before New Year's Eve, and she was like, yeah, I live in the valley. Like, I'm going to get you this halter top. It's going to be great. We were chatting. We were whatever. We're talking for like 12 hours about the halter top. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't go to the mall to get a shirt because she said that she would give me the halter top. Then like 4 o'clock rolls around and I had to leave by like 6. She just stops answering. Never once told me that she had a shift to work. Never mentioned work once. She just stopped answering until like midnight. So yeah, I was annoyed, and you would be annoyed too if your friend was like, yeah, like, don't even worry about going to the mall. I have a shirt that you can wear to this specific party, this specific dinner. Like, I have something that you can wear, so you don't go to the mall and then your friend ghosts you that day and never gives you the shirt. You'd be annoyed too.
Okay, so again, this is not your friend. This is not a person you have any sort of real relationship with. You're trying to make this out to be something it's not. Also, even if this was your friend, how shitty of a friend do you have to be to get mad at your friend for having to go clock into a shift at the hospital and not having time to get you a fucking shirt to wear to a party? You are a bottom of the barrel friend, Tara. That's not how friends behave with each other.
But it's not that deep. I was just annoyed. People are making videos and commenting on my stuff like, Tara's world hates healthcare workers. Tara's world values a halter top over a human life. I'm like, oh my God. Some of y'all take shit way too fucking seriously. Even the girl that was supposed to give me the halter top, she like made this like declaration. She was like, I'm taking a step back and I will be like logging out of TikTok. I'm like, girl, what? Like, what are we talking about? Everyone needs to be heavily medicated this year.
Or, I mean, you could just stop acting like a fucking child and take responsibility for your shitty actions. I'm sure you won't, but I feel like that is the best course of action here. If it truly wasn't that deep, you wouldn't have made a video calling this person out and then berating them in the comments in front of your entire audience. If it's not that deep, why'd you delete that video, Tara? Any explanation for that? Anyways, after this video, she uploaded one more on this topic, and it's like 5 minutes long, and it's just 5 minutes of her basically lying. Like her doubling back on everything she did and said, you know, saying shit like, oh, I know I did this, and I know I said this, and I know anybody who is familiar with the English language would know exactly what I meant by that, but I actually didn't mean any of it. You guys are crazy. You just misunderstood me. And you know what? I'm not gonna platform that bullshit. I hate when people do that. I hate when people won't just take things on the chin and apologize for it and say, hey, look, I messed up, let's move on. It's so annoying to me when people won't just own up to the shit they did. Everybody who watched these videos saw your true colors, Tara. You can't just go back and try to explain away how everything you did not actually mean what everyone knows it means. That's not how it works. But based off your reaction to all this, I don't really expect you to ever understand that. The internet will forget about this in a week. Seems like a lot of your audience likes the whole like mean girl shit anyways because people have been backing you this entire time. All you've managed to do here is kind of Barbra Streisand yourself when you could have just said, you know what? My bad. Anyways, I think we've all seen enough of this lady. Gonna send you back to the old me for the original outro. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Am I just a hater? Personally, I don't see it that way. I see myself as a lover, if anything. Not a lover of people who think that everything on the entire planet should be custom fit and perfect for them, though. Like, look, I can understand that if for some reason you really want to wear this ugly shirt for some reason, that you might be a little upset if things fall through. Totally normal. We're all human. But going onto your platform and calling this person person who was just trying to help you out a hater and accusing them of plotting on you. It's like, holy fuck, are you crazy? You are not that fucking important. I just don't understand how people end up with egos like this. Although I guess unlikable people getting unbelievably famous on the internet is nothing new, so guess it's just business as usual, really. See ya.